5 different exercises that you can do anytime, anywhere.
The first exercise that we're going to do requires a medicine ball. If you don't have a medicine ball, use something handy around the house like a gallon of water. All we're going to do is come back here, medicine ball squat with a military press. Sometimes it helps to have a seat just for proper form. You're going to sit all the way down, stand all the way up, squeeze the glutes, press the ball up overhead. Bring it back down in front of your chest, squat, squeeze your glutes, press. Squat, squeeze your glutes, and press.
So this is working out 2 different parts.
Yes, so in this exercise, we're using the glutes, the hamstrings, the quads. We're also using the front and the sides of the shoulder and the triceps. Your turn. All right, so we're going to begin with the medicine ball at our chest. Take your feet a little bit wider than your hips. And you want to squat down and tap, and then stand all the way up and press. Good. And again, every time you sit down, you want to make sure that your knees do not pass your toes. And that's why sometimes having a seat is a good thing. And press all the way up because it naturally keeps your body in proper alignment. All the way up, squeeze the glutes, and press up through the shoulders and the triceps. Good. And 4. Now I prefer to have my elbows in at the bottom, exactly. 5. And we're just going to repeat this exercise for 25 repetitions. Let's go for 5 more. Our medicine ball today weighs 8 pounds. You can use anything from a 4 to a 15-pound ball, depending upon your shoulder strength. If you don't have a ball, you can use something around the house like a gallon of water. All right, go ahead and rest after this rep. Awesome. How'd that feel?
Good.
All right, so now we're going to take you into our second exercise. This is an exercise that we did in our first video, but now I'm going to make it a little bit more challenging. So, single leg burpees.
Okay.
I'm just going to have you standing on one leg and balancing. You're going to take your hands, put them on the outside of your left foot, jump the left foot out, squeeze the abs, squeeze the glutes, jump the left foot all the way in, stand up, squeeze your glutes. Try not to let the right foot touch down, but if you need to, just to steady yourself, then now would be the best time to do it.
Not my favorite exercise, but they really do work well.
Standing on one leg and balancing, you're going to take your hands, put them right on the outsides of your foot, jump the foot out, squeeze your abs, squeeze your glutes, jump all the way in, stand up, glute squeeze at the top, and exactly, if you need to tap down, then at the top of the movement is the best time to do so. Let's go for 10 reps on the left leg before we switch sides. 3, squeeze everything at the top, and 4. Great exercise for the quad, the glute, the hamstring, and especially that nice little pocket right underneath the glute.
I have to like touch down.
That's all right.
My balance isn't great.
You'll get there. Really focus on bending that left knee on the way down and the way up. And let's just go for 4 more. Not as easy as it looks.
You make everything look easy.
It's because I only do one.
Oh my god. That was really bad. Cut that one out, okay? Is there the last one?
All right, last one. All right. Now, you're just going to rest for a second, switch to the other leg, perform 10 more reps before we move on to our next exercise, which is going to be the kneeling push-up. So we're going to need an exercise mat for this next one. You're going to be on your knees, and you're going to have your hands right underneath your shoulders in like a modified plank. There you go. You're going to lift your feet up, squeeze your abs, squeeze your glutes, and you're going to bend your elbows on a 45-degree angle and try to touch your nose to the floor. Press all the way up through the muscles in your chest and also using the backs of your arms. That looks great. This is 3 and 4. And our goal is to get to 15 to 20 repetitions. Good. And then once 15 to 20 reps becomes easy, we're going to take this into a full body push-up. Let's just go for a few more. Good. completed 20 push-ups on our knees. Now we're going to move on to our next exercise, an exercise band row using different muscles than the muscles that we hit during our rows in our first video. So next we're going to do an exercise band row with a closed grip. Now this looks a lot like the one that we did earlier in our first video. Take a big step back so there's tension on the band. Just going to lunge forward with one leg. Now this time the palms are going to be facing one another. You're going to let your arms extend all the way forward, kind of like lean forward and squeeze all the way back. Squeezing the shoulders back and sticking the chest out, and repeat. Perfect. And you want to squeeze your elbows in towards the sides of your waist on the way back. Now the difference between this exercise and the one that we did earlier with the palms down grip is that the palms down focus on using the muscles in the upper back and the traps, where this closed grip shifts the focus more into the middle of the back.
Yes, it's really good.
Alright, we're just going to do this exercise for 20 reps. If 20 reps is too easy, then go ahead and take it to failure. Let's go for 3 more today.
So when I pull back, I should stick my chest out.
Yes, that will help to pull your shoulders back. And last one. Good job. Go ahead and rest. Now we're going to move on to our last exercise for today, an ab exercise. So let's go ahead and pull out our mat. So our last exercise today is an ab exercise that incorporates using the muscles in your inner thigh. It's going to be up here. Now we can use anything laying around the house, but I'm going to have you lay down on your back.
Bella.
Hey, we might be able to use this one in the exercise too. Hi. Okay, feet straight up. And we're going to engage the inner thighs by putting something in between her feet. You got that?
Yeah.
All right. Now I was going to use a weight, but since we have some other props today, maybe I'll use one of the pooches.
No, let's use one.
So the dumbbell is going to be straight over your chest. You want your elbows locked out. Tuck your chin. You want to crunch all the way up and try to touch the dumbbell to the paper towels. Good.
Am I supposed to move my feet?
You want to keep your feet right where they are. So only crunch. Good. And try not to create any momentum. So you want to think about pulling the belly button in towards the spine before every crunch. Good. Nice. Keep the chin tucked. Make sure that you're exhaling on the way up and inhaling on the way down. And we're just going to repeat this exercise for 25 repetitions. Let's go for 5 more. 5 and 4. Keep squeezing with the inner thighs. 3 and 2 and relax. So today's circuit's going to include 25 repetitions of the medicine ball squat with a press, followed by 10 repetitions of single leg burpees on one leg, switching to another 10 on the other leg. Then we're going to go into our kneeling push-ups for 20 reps, followed by our closed grip exercise band rows for 20 reps at the minimum. And then we're going to wrap up with this last ab exercise, 25 repetitions.